Another tough day at work today. Stephen Kirk, think I suck. Throw back a few wobbly pops, feeling down on my luck. And the interns ruin every show. But it's still where we want to go. It's Mike and the Minifans. 'Cause nobody had any better plans. You want to be with DC and our aim in a hand. The host can't see, it's Mike and the Minifans.
Wow, what an intro. Hey, how are you? Welcome to Mike and the Minifans, the longest hour in recorded broadcast history. Actually, this episode of Mike and the Minifans is going to be brought to you by the Fawn Squad PGA 2K23 Invitational. We're doing a Selection Sunday show on the Selection Saturday show on the 420 show. They're going to be some of the people in the field are people you would know: Sneakers, Pat from Amesbury, Beanbag Ron, Mima, Killer Kowalski, Bio Dude. It's going to be great fun, so check it out. Selection Saturday will be on the 420 show, and also rest in peace to Carl Weathers, a legend. I have to think that Gus trying to reach out to Carl Weathers on his deathbed probably put him over the edge. I have to say so. But rest in peace to Carl Weathers. But I'm joined by Kevin from Bristol, Gig, and John from Warren, the cream connoisseur himself. How are you, Kevin?
Good. I thought I'd wear my custom hat in honor of Gig's mom and her Japanese customs and heritage. Nice. Good to be here. Happy.
That's a nice hat. You kind of look like an old lamp. So
it's the old Jaden. Maybe be better than a lamp. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. Gig, fresh off performance in the studio. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I was gonna say fresh off your transition, but I decided not to say that because I don't want to beat a joke to
fucking wear it out, would you? Jesus.
Yeah.
And John and Warren, new mic setup.
That's right.
How are you?
Good, Kevin. You put that hat on and immediately lost your neck.
Yeah, I know. I've got lights in my eyes. I gotta switch it up.
Oh no, the hat is gone. So a crazy week started with Kevin Cullen assisted suiciding someone for clout. Barstool Radio, Kirk, the rightful heir to the Barstool Radio throne. Minifan drama, Rundown versus Menors, Rundown versus Steve from Gloucester. We have Len Trudell. We have Coleman the Generous. So we have a lot to get into this week. But I don't know maybe we'll start with the Kevin Cullen story because it kind of kicked off the week. And this Kevin Cullen story, it's I wasn't like I know this is probably, I know Kevin has been a Minifan for a long time, and this was Kevin Cullen was one of those like fucking weirdo guys that's like making up the Boston Marathon bombing. But this story was it was like funny, but in like the guy is a super weird guy. Like he inserts himself in the story to fucking assisted suicide someone, and you got the Len Trudell video trying to get the assisted suicide, and now a Minifan might be killing themselves for the show. So I guess it's going to go full circle. But what did you guys think about this? Like Kevin Cullen, grade A asshole, weirdo, and but I guess he's killing people now. But John, what do you think?
Go ahead, John. Sorry.
Well, the question I think, would he have signed that if he wasn't doing the story? You know what I mean?
So.
He literally, in my opinion, he signed it to insert himself into the story, and it's just the craziest thing in the world. And I think it's funny too, and they bring it up on the show, that the fact that it's not touched is because it's a kind of a Kirk thing. Like the fact that not a lot of other people are talking about this or even want to go near it is that I find that to be very strange.
Yeah, Kevin, go. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just, you had a guy who, when the marathon bombing happened, you had a guy who said, "Oh, I smelled the burning bodies." He wanted to be part of that so bad that he actually went out and killed someone, and to be part of a dead body. He needed that so bad to put on his dossier or his resume. He finally got it. He finally got his body. I wonder if he smelled the formaldehyde or whatever she was soaked in at the end. Because man, that's just fucked. What a guy you think is laying low does something like this, and people still validate his existence in a journalistic way, which is crazy.
Like Kevin Cullen seems like the type of guy that he's like, if the marathon bombing was going on and one of the pressure cookers didn't go off, like he would set it off to get the story to go on, like
on it.
Yeah, but it's like he seems like a delusional guy, and it's funny when Kirk, like, I guess this is kind of old school Kirk, where he's pointing out this hypocrisy, but like journalistic integrity, like that has to go out the window on this. If you're gonna like sign someone's death papers for a story, like get someone else to do it or something, like why are you inserting yourself this much? Like it's very weird.
Or as soon as you sign, maybe back out of the story and be like, I can't write about this anymore.
But he's not gonna do that, because it's like writing the story is one thing, whatever, could be a good piece, but it's like, but I feel like he seems like he's the type of guy that like he wants to be the one to make the story. Like he's like the guy that's gonna go the extra mile to try at his job to make it happen. But what he's doing is so wrong, like he does it in all the wrong ways.
It's like
Gig, what do you think?
Well, I think just look at the video that Justin cut last night, and that should give you a little bit of faith in humanity. How many people are like, this is a rotten idea? And yet Kevin Cullen was like, hey, let's fucking do this. I think the one person signed it that didn't really know what the fuck Justin was asking for.
Yeah.
But I mean, then you had Lely that was like, hey, look, take a day.
Take a day, yeah.
So, but like I alluded to briefly on the show, it's like, it takes a long time to do Death with Dignity. And you would think that if they were going that route, that they had an ample amount of time to find a couple other people to sign that paperwork. So something still seems hinky about it to me.
Like it's kind of like you're on the job, right? And you're behind on your targets. And you're behind on your targets, and your boss is like, okay, I need an action plan.
Gonna make some numbers.
I need an action plan. How are you gonna get your targets up? And this guy's like, I know what I can do. I'll sign the fucking death certificate or whatever to get my numbers up.
You imagine he found it on Craigslist? He just went out there looking for it. All right, who's looking to die? Waiting to be killed. Waiting to be killed.
Quite a jump from barbershop stories too. You go from barbershop to taking a body.
Crazy. Like and like the one thing is, if this guy was like a good guy, or he had a good reputation where it's like, oh, he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart, trying to help someone else, but this guy's just doing it for selfish motives, So
yeah, it's supposed to be a death with dignity, and he's making a spectacle of it. Right.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it's not about this woman who if she wanted to die, she deserved the right to die. It's more about him now. It's about the guy who like made it happen.
Yeah.
The guy
he's the hero.
Cullen.
I can just see like him stroking her hair, like, go to sleep, Nana. Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
You think he closed her eyes?
see him in the doctor's office, just making the cocktail with like a fucking margarita shaker, just
Drano. Fucking, he's just taking household shit and just putting it in a fucking shaker, like he's a cocktail.
Yeah. Kirk Minahan Network would sign the papers for Kevin Cullen. That's big. But also now I think it's funny how Kirk led it into that. Now we have this dying guy who I think he's doing an excellent job negotiating his death into Golf with Kirk and all this stuff. So I think he might actually be doing a ruse on Kirk, but it would be funny if this is the one thing that like Kirk sees through, where if he like this guy dies on a live show, it would be madness. I'm excited for the Tuesday episode, but
well, obviously the guy still has hope, and trust me, Kirk will extinguish that, and that'll be more comedy, but yeah, I look forward to it too. That's gonna be something.
I don't think it's a ruse. I believe the guy.
Yeah, I believe him. I just think,
but it's
he has hope. I think he thinks he might in the end pull through, or he might not. I mean, but I think he believes he might.
I think he's a great negotiator. It's negotiations 101. You saw with Kirk last week on the dozen. Now this guy's negotiating his death into golf, into all these, into pretty much golden ticket style rewards. Just so it's pretty good. And what was funny is Jay's Mayhem. Everyone knows Jay's Mayhem. Me and him had a talk about assisted suicide years ago, but he wanted assisted suicide to be that before someone dies, they get like their last orgasm, you know, like either they're getting their bot. Yeah. So maybe we can add that in for the Jay's Mayhem.
Maybe if the guy comes in, Coleman can blow him or so, jack him off or something, you know?
Yeah. So I think that'd be nice, you know,
you
get your last nut.
Coleman gets some man pleasure. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Win-win.
There was actually a chick from around here that got into the lie and she couldn't get herself out. She got in so fucking deep. She told people that she had cancer and like started a GoFundMe and everything, raised 60 grand. And then it came out that like she didn't have the cancer. Right. Oh yeah, man, it was serious.
Was this Mancock's wife?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Is he gone? He was, you know, he got taken care of, and I gladly donated as well. But he's been out of the world, right?
Yeah, 40.
Yeah, he retired to the fucking Virgin Islands.
Yeah, guy got 40K. He's betting on horses, and then he got a new car, and he's passing his baby around like crazy. It's nuts.
Hey, listen,
but
passed his baby around. Justin's like, "What's that?"
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. He was at Saco. That's right. During COVID. Yeah, that's right.
Montante's sending me messages. Maybe I don't know. His girlfriend said smash BA, smash John for Warren. I think she's fans of us boys.
Whoa.
Oh, Julie. Yeah, Julie. I don't know. Wow. Well, thank you. Hey, how are you, Miss Montante? Where are we? So yeah, crazy. I thought Justin's video was good. The death of Len. You know, I don't think Len is dead. And I thought it was funny messing with Len, but you know, Justin's video was awesome. Losing his keys.
Justin's videos are so good because I'm waiting. Like, is part of it real? He's so genuine. It's almost scary, you know.
He's good deadpan. Like he sells.
You know? I don't know how he does it. There's no smiling. There's no break. Like it's. I mean, he's like a comedic timing genius with his just zero breaks. He's no Jimmy Fallon. No break.
Good. Yeah, actually, a couple good comments. Plot twist: Mick is the guy with cancer. After his live stream today, I think he's about to die in 3 to 6 months. So, and it's nice not having Roscoe in the chat from Mima. So that's great. But what I wanted to give Justin some credit because he has been taking some shit as Len. Oh, he's changed, but it's beyond. It's 100%. No one could argue. Justin running the Kirk Minihane Show Twitter is exactly what you're looking for in the Kirk Minihane Show Twitter account. Like he knows what to say, he knows what to go after, he knows the clip. So yeah, I gotta give him credit. Like Justin came in and I was getting some shit as Len, but hey, if it's Len may be on the show, but Justin's behind the Twitter. So
Nicholas Boyle just said my next words. Justin's good because he's genuine, and I believe everything he does. I believe he cares about the show. I believe his heart is so in it. He's pure. He's gold. And
losing the keys was just chef's kiss. Like as soon and it was at the end of the video. Like you almost thought everything was done. Adds another layer to the whole thing. I was just
here's the best part. He didn't mention he's wearing a diaper until about 10 minutes in. I mean, anybody else, you pull that trick off in the first minute. Justin went 10 minutes before revealing he's wearing an adult diaper. That's fucking class. Awesome.
That's funny, but yeah, Justin. I think Len is dying, but there is still a little bit of Len in him. But yeah, crazy Kevin Cullen story. It's and you're right. It is funny. We could end up like it is funny like that, or not funny. It is weird that no one else like talks about this because it is wild. Like you would think the Republicans or whatever would go after this. Like it seems like easy pickings, but maybe he's such a nobody.
Yeah, but different circumstance. You could see that story blowing up.
Yeah. What did you say, Kevin?
it's one of those things where you can tell when journalism is either slanted or there's biases. When something like this happens, and even his own people, I'll say this about Kirk: when somebody, even his own friends or his own colleagues, do something shitty, Kirk calls it out. All these people that wanted to take Kirk down when he was at EEI, I mean, just salivating for him to lose his job. Something like this happens, and it's fucking crickets. And no one ever notices that or says that. It's fucking, it's bizarre to me.
And maybe he's just so like low level that it's like I don't know. See, I don't really know the whole like how big he is in body.
Big name.
Yeah, but maybe he's just like, well, I don't know. It's weird, but
he knows where the bodies are buried. Apparently,
yeah. Maybe he has. Yeah, he knows where the bodies are buried. But Rickley Six, did fentanyl take Weathers out? If it did, that would be bigger than Bob Barker or whoever he said.
Listen, did Cullen take him out? These are questions that need to be asked.
Did Cullen assisted suicide Weathers? Interesting.
With Gus, Cullen and Gus.
I just thought it would. I could just picture in my head like Gus like a couple weeks ago, like the Weathers team was like Carl's sick, like it's not a good time, and Gus like every day is like, when can we do this? This is Gus from Barstool Sports presented or Kirk Financial presented by Barstool Sports.
Just so annoying, you die.
Wouldn't it be something?
Bob Saget, sorry, fuck Bob Saget.
Yeah, Bob Barker. That's good too. That's funny too. Wouldn't it be something if the last conversation that Carl Weathers had was with Gus?
Yeah,
please leave me be.
Well, that would have been funny if Kirk had the last interview with Carl Weathers. But
Gilbert Gottfried, they got him at the end, so yeah, it'd be it's like the KMS death list come to life.
Yeah, but but so crazy Kevin Cullen. But so the next thing we'll go into like the Barstool Radio. Like Kirk is and I've said this for a long time back in the day. I was like, Kirk's a pillar of Barstool, and I think he is the rightful heir to the Barstool Radio throne. Like that show once a week with Portnoy and Whitney is going to be great. I could see them doing emergency episodes and it becoming like a must listen to show. And unlike KFC, who does a show and loses 40% of his audience, this is a show that I think could grow. It would not even hurt Kirk at all. If anything, it would grow Kirk. It gives Kirk more exposure. But it's funny, the inside group chat, the kind of the drama that's going on between the three of them. But I am a Barstool guy and I'm a Kirk guy, and I'm very excited for this. I think it's going to be awesome. What are your thoughts, Barstool Radio? Anything? How about you, Johnny?
This is a fucking dream scenario for me. Being a Minifan, Stooley, like this is exactly what you want to see. I think these three guys are they're gonna move the needle. I think people, like when they talk, people listen. I think they're gonna. And by the way, I like the Dave Portnoy show. I thought Eddie could be a little stale, but I was still kind of bummed when they stopped doing that. But this is the perfect thing to kind of step in and do that. I think, like Whitney and Kirk not being in the office, it might be a little tough. Like you might kind of have to hear the whispers and pay a little bit more attention to what's going on. But still, like I said, fucking dream scenario for me.
So I think Kirk's very plugged in, where people will start naturally feeding him stuff. You know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah,
because they know Kirk's going to bring it up, right? And Kirk holds it like as close to his chest with his sources too.
Well, we already heard. So what is John Rich slipping Justin information? I thought that was kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think as soon as people will see, like we'll get into social climbers in a second when we talk about Steve from Gloucester, but when people start seeing that Kirk has this clout, you're going to see these Barstool guys start going waving their hands at him, and you can already see it. Like the Viva Stool account now is promoting the Kirk Minahan show more than a lot of other products, and it's very refreshing to see. It's very refreshing to see.
What the bullshit is shedding. Like a lot of like the fake promotion is kind of shedding away, and Kirk has that loyal audience, and I feel like they're starting to see that.
Yeah, and I think when Kirk talks about, like, Kirk's really entertaining. When he talks about the Barstool, inside Barstool stuff, it's captivating. What do you think, Kevin?
Well, I look. You go way back when Kirk first started at EEI. He was a fucking cat turd in a litter box. He was nothing. He was the third man, and in a matter of zero time, you realized he's the fastest wit. He's funny. He's dangerous, and before you knew it, he was the biggest name in EEI. And he goes to Barstool. Minifans are all there waiting for him. He's the biggest thing, in our world. And now, I mean, I'm a little jealous that, it's like all of a sudden now he's big. He's part of the Barstool world, and they're going to realize that he's fast, he's quick, he's funny, he's smart.
It's already happening.
Yeah, it's already there.
Happened with Survivor happened there.
It's going to take off.
Yeah,
this new show will be big.
I totally agree, and I think Kirk has that relationship with these guys, Whitney and Portnoy, where he's going to go at them. He's not afraid to ask them questions that other people would be scared to. I think even like Killer Kowalski's in the chat saying, "BA, you suck today." But I think even Killer Kowalski could agree that Kirk, Whitney, and Portnoy, it will be a must listen to show for even if we're a Kirk fan, you don't listen to the Kirk Minahan show anymore. This will bring you back in,
especially once a week. That's must listen.
Yeah, but I think. I do think it will. They'll start doing emergency episodes, and they'll become a snowball into this bigger thing.
Kirk is a Michael Jordan of Barstool, where you get a guy like Kirk pulled that shit with Jeff D'Lo, negotiating. Then and he does something, and it made Dave Portnoy do something big as well, because like Kirk's getting all this buzz, all this talk. Then Dave Portnoy does something crazy. I'm going to start my own network. Kirk just lights fires. He's dangerous. He's like, it's almost Whitney could be like, was Val Kilmer, Jesus Christ, Val Kilmer and Iceman, and he tells Maverick, "You're dangerous," and it's right because Kirk is dangerous. He's going to reveal. They're going to have conversations. Kirk will just bring them up. They're going to text. Kirk will read them. I mean, he's fucking dangerous, and he'll put anything out there. There's no fucking filter. Kirk is going to it's next level. I'm really looking forward to it. But he's going to be bigger than our little world at some point.
It was funny where I love that Kirk's using the diva line now. I would say I did this. I think I did start the diva bandwagon by calling Daver and Danny the divas and the Run divas, but now calling Whitney a diva made me laugh so much. And actually calling people divas really pisses them off. So you can see Whitney was fucking fired up. And I thought it was funny when he's saying about Ohio's Tate when he's face to face with Chris Clemmer. You can't whatever he says. So that was funny. But what do you think?
The fire under Whitney makes Whitney better. I mean, he makes everyone around him better. That's why he can do a show with fucking anyone.
It's going to be great. It's gonna. I people say I suck Kirk's dick. This is the exact thing I've wanted like forever. Like Kirk with the top dogs, and I think he is a top dog. So, Gig, what do you think about Barstool Radio?
I think like the three of them together. That's who you want together, because Kevin keeps on saying Kirk's dangerous. Well, those other two guys are too. Right? Yeah. Those other two guys don't give a shit what they say about, so it's and it's gonna be an electric factory. They're gonna get pissed off with each other, and there's gonna be a heat amongst themselves, and that heat's gonna carry on into other places, and it's really gonna, you're gonna start to see it like bubble into other avenues of Barstool, I think.
BA, you're a Barstool guy. If Whitney can't come in, who do you want in there?
I think that's tough. Like, I think the Nate Dogg would be funny a little bit.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
I think the dog, and I think you want to see who would be like the fourth voice. I think the dog has the best chance right now because, but I don't know who, because KFC. I want no KFC. I don't want anything to do with this. He talks over people. He doesn't listen, and then he's fucking the worst.
I think a balls out Feidelberg would be interesting.
That's
Feidelberg.
Feidelberg would be good.
Feidelberg would be good. Who else? Will Compton might be okay.
Will's got enough. Like, I don't know if he's hot. Like, gets crazy enough for it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But yeah, the dog. I don't know. I think you'll see different people coming in, but it's funny. Coleman has guaranteed that the audio won't suck. Like the audio, if there was odds on the audio sucking, it's like a whatever minus like a 10,000 or something like that. You know,
I'm worried about it.
Like the audio sucks.
They're working on it. I'll tell you that much right now. They've been doing tests and everything.
Yeah,
and I think they're pretty happy to get a couple extra days going from Monday to Thursday too.
They're juggling more shit than ever before, though. There's more different streaming lines going on. There's just more going on than we've ever had before. I mean, it's going to be I'm sure a bit of a.
Well, I think it would be good if Whitney goes into studio, then it's only Dave. It's only Dave a remote. So I think that would be good. I like when BA gets all flustered and angry about KFC. KFC sucks. Like, I don't know. I think KFC is the worst person at Barstool. You know, whatever. Plus 500.
Clemmer can't.
No.
That's not the stage for him. Like with those guys, no way.
I think there's people that they could dogpile on. I think Clemmer would be one.
Yeah, Clemmer,
Rico,
absolutely.
Rico,
even Keegs. Have Keegs come in.
Walker,
and make her have it out.
Walker could be good. I think it's going to be good where now that platform is like, first of all, it's a platform for consistency, honesty, integrity. Like if you're getting called on there, you better show up. Like it's going to become the premier, like Barstool, inside Barstool. Like
it's like going in front of the tribunal.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be a good name for the show, the Tribunal.
Yeah. Tribunal, that could be good. I always think like ombudsman, the Barstool ombudsman.
What do you guys think about it being unnamed? I don't love that.
Maybe that's temporary. I love the graphic for it.
The graphic's great.
Or the Barstool board of directors. You know what I mean? The board.
I like we aren't pawns.
We
aren't pawns. He said that the last line, and he says we aren't pigeons. We aren't pawns. I like. And maybe not necessarily for a name, but I just like that. Like, we aren't pawns,
Killer's banned from the comments. So I just banned him.
Banned.
We're giving a 5-minute ban. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. I hope it like snowballs into something great. Dave and Kirk going after Big Cat and the Chicago Wonka World. That would be great.
Is this going to be considered a New York show?
Oh,
well, two of the guys are from, Massachusetts. Why wouldn't it be, considered a Boston show?
New York needs everything they could get right now, right?
Yeah, this is like a Milton stuff. Okay, Killer's unbanned. Sorry, he's unbanned from the comments. But then you got to say great the highs and lows of Barstool. All-time bad performance by Team Minahan on the dozen. Kirk Minsahan. Kirk Minsahan just comes in, says the answer. But then Uzbekistan was an all-time moment.
When that show started, all of Team Minahan had zero gas. They just looked down and broken and beat to shit before. Kirk was in complete darkness. The other two guys had their heads down. Hank was sideways, couldn't see his shit. They had zero camaraderie. I don't know if that matters or not, but when the show first started, like, wow, these guys they're not a team yet. And now I think they'll earn their way back to being a team by going through some adversity.
Well, so do you think Quiggs was the one holding this all together? Like he was that rock, like that solid figure. Hank's kind of like he tries to be the alpha sometimes, So is Quiggs the guy holding it? Was he the one really holding it all together? What do you think, John?
It's a possibility. I'm gonna hold reservations. I have faith in Hank. I don't know how much faith I have in Rico, but maybe they were just going into it saying, "Hey, we have the bye," and they took it a little easy. Don't
you think Hank seems like a bitch? I mean, like a cranky bitch, that, especially during, and even when Kirk busted his balls, he didn't play along. He was just a bitch. And I was like, I don't know, that Kirk needs a guy who answers no questions, but is just happy to be there and is a glue man. And maybe that was Quiggs. But
people are saying they need Gay Pat to coach again. I'm hearing rumblings.
Gay Pat. Yeah, I don't know. A gig. Someone said, "Is that a furry in your room?"
A furry.
See Han Solo and Carbonite, motherfucker.
Oh, is that a furry room you're in? Fury room you're in.
A Fury room? I don't even know what the fuck that person's talking about.
I don't know. So yeah, I the dozen. I think Hank. He's a bit of like he tries to be a little bit of an alpha, but I we'll see. We'll see what happens with Team Minahan. But any other thoughts on the dozen? No. Okay. My favorite thing of the week, the Minifan drama. You know, we started the week with the Rundown versus Menors. The Rundown goes on strike from the network this week. They say it's all a bit. Ziggy's DMing Kirk saying, "Oh, this is a big bit." Menors takes down their episodes in support of the strike. I have Rundown people DMing me being like, "Why is Menors so unfunny?" I'm trying to tell them, Menors is just messing with you like you're messing with him. They're like, "Is the strike? Did you think the strike's legit?" I was like, well, the strike I didn't think was legit, but it was to mess with Menors. Now Menors is messing with you. So like it's kind of like that Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other, like you're taking it too seriously, you're taking it too seriously. I like that. Kirk was like, I'm not dealing with this Ziggy bits. But what did you think about this? Like, do you guys care, or is it like? Is it becoming like, okay, I don't give a shit about the Menors versus Run Diva beef, or is it like, oh, this is fun? I like the messing around.
Yeah, all beefs like this are necessary. You know, it's a good set. Have some fucking mud being thrown. Don't take ourselves too seriously. Shit on each other. You know, tear each other apart. It's good for all of us. You know, whether you're being knocked down a peg, which sometimes people need. Or whether you're being, just flat out shit on or canceled for a little while. That's all necessary. I think it's great. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I like it too. I like both those, the Rundown guys. I like Menors. I still like the beef. I think it's kind of funny. Now, my only issue is I don't really know the backstory. So that's my only issue. Like, I don't really know where all of it's coming from.
You have to go back, way back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ziggy is just messing around, right? Where he does this strike and then Menors starts messing around in his own way. But then Ziggy will be like, "Oh, Menors went too far," and it's like, well, isn't this all kind of a joke to begin with? Like,
right?
We're all just messing with each other. Then they're like, well, he's not being funny about it. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
I love how the Rundown boys come back and there's instant heat though. Like, you're doing something right when you come back, and it's like that. And they land mutt. I mean, they landed mutt. Yeah. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, they landed another
that
huge
chapped Menors' ass. I don't care what he says. And BA, you're the glue of the network, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Just right now. That's what you're the glue.
I like the Rundown. I try to negotiate, but when I get it, when people start saying, "Oh, you're being serious," "No, you're being serious," that's when it's like, okay, it's all a joke. Like it's all bits. It's all a little bit of a bit here,
Yeah,
but,
how can you not get that the other person's doing a bit if you're doing a fucking bit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All a bit.
Like they got mad. They're getting mad that Menors took it down. Like that's a bit. That's
it was fucking
bit.
funny.
It was funny, and then they're like, "But he's not funny." But it's like it is funny. And Killer Kowalski said, "BA should be on Down with Love." That's rude, Killer Kowalski. I'm a sharp guy. But I love the Rundown guys. I actually do enjoy their show. It's a little bit like, I feel like the Mike the Minifans more of a more comedy focus, not too serious. And they're very like pencil neck nerds, like dissecting, like
methodical.
So if so it's good for the nerds,
and they want to tear people down, and I'm all for it.
Me too.
There's a time and place for all that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but it was funny. Me and Ziggy being an unnamed guy, we're going back and forth, trying to do the piece with him and Menors, and I'm like, what's going on? Meme says the rundown sucks besides Sheldon.
Wow. The opposite of what Kirk says. That's great.
That's a bit. Yeah. That's a bit.
That's a bit? No, I don't think so.
No, meme's a working man, dude. That's what he's got the respect.
Memes has honor. Leader.
He's got honor, and he's a working man.
Is memes turning wrenches?
Fuck yeah.
Memes is
right.
Memes a working man. It's not a bit.
Have you guys met Ziggy?
Yeah, I met him in Saco.
Yeah, he reminds me of Jorma Taccone.
I went to North Dakota.
I don't even know who that is.
He's an actor, and I'm like, wow, this guy's just so. He seems so.
Is this you trying to like work in that you were in LA the same time as Kirk?
No, I was.
Oh, here we go.
Awesome, salad.
And the role I almost got was the son of Robert De Niro.
No.
all right.
The son of Robert De Niro.
Cologino. I should be Cologino. I was one of the
Reggie De Niro.
But I do like what the rundown. I like the rundown versus Menors, a little bit of a feud.
Yeah,
but then the next feud. So I want to talk a little bit about Steve from Gloucester. Like, so he starts with Gus. He moves on to Pat Ford. Then he moves on to Cinema Lord. Now he's moving on to Menors. You know, they had that 1v1, which was like. Steve from Gloucester's like, why is Menors lumping me in with the rundown guys? Well, Steve joined this rundown strike, so obviously he's gonna lump these guys in together. I said to this, I was talking to Montante earlier, and I said Steve from Gloucester is kind of like a poor man's social climber. Like he's going on to the next big thing. He's kind of like trying to ride their coattails. It was funny where Justin brought up today Steve doesn't swear, but he says gussy bullshit.
Such a good call.
It was such a good call. But I don't know if you watched the Menors versus Steve thing, but it was a decisive victory for Menors. But I think Steve needs to understand, like, he should be going in there being like, hey, I get talked about on the show more than anyone. So fuck you, Menors. I'm the big swinging dick here. Like, that's what but I guess if it's not genuine, it's not genuine. But what do you guys think about that gig? What do you think?
Well, I mean, nothing's more intimidating than to start off the conversation by, how you doing, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing instills fear in your opponent than saying, hey, what's going on, friend? How are you, buddy? And I don't swear, I don't get it. You nailed it. And I said it a little bit on the show. It's like, it started off by giving this person shit. And now we're talking about equity and inclusion. And then the network's a big reach around. And if anyone gives anyone shit, we'll all fucking hug. And I want reparations. Somebody give me 40 acres and a fucking mule. Like, I just don't get it, dude. And I like Steve. He's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. I like Steve too. And I think I was saying to someone before this, like, he's one of my favorite guys in studio.
Me too.
I really enjoy Steve, but it's just like, I don't think he understands. Like, it's similar to the rundown thing. It's like, okay, well, you sided with the rundown. Obviously, Menors is going to fuck with you now. So, like, I don't know where he has it broken down. But John, what were you going to say?
I think you nailed it. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, he completely underestimated what he was walking into last night. I think he thought it was going to be like buddy, like wink, like we're kind of having a beef. And Menors was taking it completely serious. Now, again, I couldn't tell if that was a bit or not, but you hit the nail on the head. He misread the situation.
Like with Menors, I always say it's like he is serious, but he's always doing stuff in a comedic. Like, comedy is always in the background. Like, it's always for like fun. So I think sometimes people don't get that with him. But what were you going to say, Kevin?
Menors can always come across first and foremost like a twat. Even if there's humor in the background, he's going to be a twat. He's going to be a serious, humorless twat with humor in the background. And Steve from Gloucester's he's a sweetheart, and he wants to play. Steve, even when he's being mean, he wants to play. So he goes in, he thinks him and Menors are going to play, and Menors has, his game face on, and I'm not even sure it's necessary. I think Menors will be the first to take himself too seriously, but he can also laugh at himself after being taken too seriously. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's good, it's necessary, it's fun. But yeah, Steve didn't know what he was getting into when he got in there and Menors was, not playing.
I really do like the idea of having a guy on the network that's just super angelic and like rated G. Rated PG, and like just drop the whole bit of like accountability and just be like ridiculously sweet to everyone. Oh man, you get so much heat. It'd be the best.
Kev Bart. When I saw Steve, all I saw was the shower curtain. I was thinking it was a shower.
There's a dead hooker behind him.
People were hating on last night too. They were like, "Oh, that sucked. That was pointless." But for what it was, like, especially if and I think it is, what Menor was doing was supposed to be funny. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, and I kind of felt a little bit bad for Steve because he was like, well, why are you taking shots at me? But it's like, Steve, you were going to take shots. You were saying you're taking shots at Menor. It's like this. It's a Spider-Man meme again. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, it's you. No, it's you. It's like
Steve said on the show the next
sides
time
with the rundown guys.
Yeah, it's John. You're right. He took sides with the rundown guys. So, but then was funny in the show. He says, I'm on BA side. I'm on the rundown side. I'm on Menor side. Like you can't be, there's certain things. It can't just be on everyone's side, you know?
But he did say on the show, he's like, the next guy I'm going to go after, I think, is the guy in Australia. You know, he's like, he wanted to pick a fight with Menors.
Yeah.
You know,
I would love if the network had a war to fight against someone else, though, where it's like everyone could band together and we could just go destroy, but nobody else has.
No one else
network.
has what Kirk has.
I think someone said Ryan. I forget who it was. Ryan Rosillo has it, or something.
Are there any shows at Barstool? Are there any shows at Barstool that have
there's
followings? Anybody else we could talk to?
There is a show on there. Maybe someone could clip. It's called the Barstool Breakdown, I think. But it's like they actually get like Barstool guests on and stuff. But their views are horrendous. Like they get like less views than Meeting of the Minds, and it's like, but it's called the Barstool Breakdown. Maybe you can fight with them. I don't know, but I guess that's
Lamely again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that gig. We got to go outside of the world and go after
pick a fight,
the Swifties or the Lamely or something like that, and they're always down for a fight.
Fucking Steve from Gloucester running into battle with his fucking shower curtain as a cape.
Freddie Lynn said, Stooley Clubhouse or the Barstool Breakdown is laughably bad. Killer Kowalski's putting Z's in the chat. I don't know. Should I ban him again? I don't know, but we'll see.
You have
ban him.
Okay. Every day you get made fun of Coleman for being rich and gay, and it's like I'm not sure if KBS has a huge gay following. It's like you want to get gay, I'll get fucking gay. You
get gay?
It's not much of a stretch, Kevin.
We need to embrace Coleman and whatever he is, because I think Coleman is fitting in nicely, gay and rich, and finally finding his zone. I do. I don't want to
gay
Minifans fucking mowing his yard
because they suck dick or sit on dick or whatever. I want to accept everyone, and have fun with them, whether they're gay or rich or not.
Speaking of gay, I think
Kowalski.
No, not Kowalski. Speaking of gay, I think actually history was made this week with the first two openly gay guys in the history of the world announcing play-by-play with Coleman and Nick. So I think it actually is the first time two openly gay men have announced play-by-play. So that's credit to them. It's good for the community, I think. So
strong.
Yeah. How about Mayo's podcast? Better Work Days. Like people are saying it was produced by Menors, but Mayo doing this fucking like corporate social responsibility podcast is so fucking weird.
Listen, the podcast is relevant. It's engaging. It's actionable, and it's lasting. So I don't know how you could fucking
lasting. It's the best. Did you listen to it, BA?
No,
oh my God,
Mayo just imagine like you're at work and then they're like, oh, we have this guy Andy Mayo. He's gonna teach us about a positive workplace or whatever. Like, who the fuck? Like, you might actually. You might be able to assisted suicide someone by playing the Mayo podcast to them,
But then you Google him and it's just like, what the fuck is he into? Like, what is this? Like,
the logo's a wrench and a pencil. What the fuck does those two things have to do with each other? A wrench and a pencil. We're talking about some fucking broad named Grace taking the goddamn conference room and microwaving her fucking fish in the cafeteria. What are you doing here?
Mayo's such a twat.
Yeah,
such
Grace sucks.
Pointless, question-filled twat.
Don't be a Grace.
Astrology.
I've come around to Mayo.
I fucking love Mayo, dude.
I like him.
Love the man.
I like him.
He's one of those. There's a lot of guys in this world who don't like me just not to like me, and Mayo's one of those guys. So if you don't like me for no fucking reason, we had no fucking issues, and you just don't like me. I think you're just fucking annoying.
Maybe he grew up wearing like thrift store goods, and he's like, "Fuck Kevin."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, fuck that dude. He owns a fucking thrift store. Fuck him." My parents were poor, and all I wore was Salvation Army shit.
Yeah.
Then I would forgive him, but I would welcome him into my world.
Here's a new pair of Dickies.
Oh man, but yeah, that the Mayo podcast. That's but people are saying Menors produced it, so that might be a knock on Menors to put them on put Mayo on his resume. But
yeah, you would know, dude. Spill it.
I don't know. I wanted him to be on. I was gonna ask him, but
Dude, I just want to say Mayo Menors cricket call. I have listened to that cricket call.
It's so good.
100 like I love it, like that accent. It mimics the Maine accent so well. Like it's just it just brings me so much fucking joy.
Hey, Gig, it's funny, but then when you take a step back, it's a good call. Like it's
a
both
great
of those
call.
things at once. Yeah, it's
just hard to separate Menors from what he is. When you hear him do something like that, it's a good call, but you know Menors for what he is, and I can't separate the two.
he had a car. He said a line at the end where it was like I hope the insurance claim goes well. I actually think Killer Kowalski was banned for real by accident, so I apologize to Killer on behalf of the network because I think he got a Ricochet ban. He got a real ban.
3 strikes.
Apologize, Killer. That was unintentional by the network. I do apologize. I do apologize. It was so. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to see if Gig recanted and had any movies you wanted to give 100 to.
No.
You really thought it.
No.
Nothing?
I'm in the Gig camp on that. I know a Gig made the comparison, but I do think of the Portnoy thing. Like, and Portnoy always said he does that because in like figure skating, you don't give a fucking, like, you can't just give 10s across the board. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, out of your whole life, all the movies you've ever watched, I have Godfather, Royal Tenenbaums, Stand By Me, and Empire Strikes Back. Perfect movies. 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10.
I love all those movies.
My whole life.
I think
you have to have something you can hold the gold standard to.
Yeah.
No, you should always strive for
99.
There'll be another movie that's a 100 out of 100 someday. Maybe. I have 4 out of being alive for all the years I've been alive. That's not a lot.
No, I agree.
I think
you had cameos in those movies, right?
Some things deserve Nadia Comaneci perfections.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Where do you have Godfather 2, for instance?
I'll give that a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay, so
Godfather 2, 9.5. Wow.
There's some people that think Godfather 2 is actually better than Godfather 1.
I think so.
Yeah, I understand that, but like I said, I have 4 movies in my whole existence that are 100s out of 100s. There's a lot of movies that are close, like you said, but hopefully someday I'll add another one. Maybe by the time I'm dead, I'll have 10 great movies in my dossier to leave to my kids to someday watch and grasp. No.
Yeah, I mean, just like I think, like, saying a movie's a 99 instead of 100. Like it's just like Portnoy. Portnoy is always like, you can't give something a 10 in case you ever find something better.
But then aren't you always giving? If you give 99s, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, but you're not giving out 99s fucking left and right.
That's right.
Yeah,
just like 100s.
I
guess I'm more of a Kirk and you're more of a Portnoy. That's fine.
Like, for instance, like, what if someone's a real fucking, like, a nerd, and they're like, well, the score in Godfather just wasn't what it could be,
I accept that.
Or like, because Godfather was shot when it was shot, it's just, the cinematography wasn't as good as it could be, or something like that. I just can't give something a fuck. I love Godfather. I think it's great. I love the Royal Tenenbaums. Can the boy tell time? No.
Oh, God, no. I agree with John Matula. Shawshank 98.5. Here's the reason why Shawshank's not 100. In the book, it ends with Morgan Freeman's character on the bus hoping he sees his friend again. And in the movie, they actually show him on the beach waving at each other. He's sanding the boat down. Like, they didn't need that. They didn't need to give you the eat the load. You know, just they could have given you the hope that he will find his friend. That's what the book did. The book ends. And he's on the bus hoping he finds his friend. In the movie, they got here they are, you know, practically blowing each other.
I'll say one last thing about this is that I think, like, if you look at the entire spectrum, I'm way less of a movie snob than your typical person. Like, for instance, the movie Predator with Carl Weathers. God bless his heart. That movie Predator is a 99 to me. I fucking love that movie. That's one of the best action movies ever created, ever. Right? I'm not a snob like that. So it's like I might have like a wider range of higher scores. I might not have 100s though.
Speaking of 99s, what do we think of Julie's performance today?
Yeah, so I was gonna get to that. I was waiting until Quantum Week was done with Gig and Kevin from Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie, like, I think she's like, they said she's on an island, you know, now. Like, the Julie, is she part of the show? Is she part of, is she part of the Micah? Is she part of the Minifan world? And I think she turned her back on the Minifans just to snuggle with Kirk in her dreams. So it's like, what do you think? Like, I think the days of Julie crossing T's and dotting the I's is done. You got a guy, Justin Trudell. He has experience doing that. You know, he made a little bit of a mess up losing like 30K. But, you know, I think he has experience. So what do you think about Julie here?
I think Julie still has a place. I think the Julie hate is extreme. Everybody hates her laugh. God forbid she has a gregarious laugh. She's like a female blind Mike. She sits there. She's amused by it. She loves the world. She laughs her ass off. You know, think about the humorless slits on Barstool, you know, who can't take a joke or take themselves too seriously. Julie's not that. She could take a joke, doesn't take herself too seriously. You know, we're talking about her pulling out her plug today. You know, I mean, you talk about anything with her, and she's down, and she's cool, and she's fun. You know, she takes all the jokes. Sure, did she cry? Yeah, she cried. Did she whine and bitch? Yes, she whined and bitched. Did she cry in her car? Of course. But I mean, she also has big guns.
I think she could take a joke, Gus. Suburban Tug Time said, people are saying Kirk is icing Julie out so she can easily be a fan and not risk disappointing him. Kirk is kind. Wow.
That is a Kirk move.
Don't
fire them straight, kind of let them fade away.
He'll give her
but I think she's done dotting the I's and crossing T's. I think she should look
the Portland thing was confusing to me today, where like, so clearly she's not part of setting it up, and then she's like, oh, I didn't buy a ticket.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, just buy even if you should buy a ticket, even if you're like support the show.
The day they went live.
Odd thing to say. You buy.
It might have been a test right there, boys. It might have been a test.
Yeah, that's a test she failed. Like, Mima said a nice line. Seems nice, zero talent.
Yeah, I don't like her on the show. I met her in Portland. I think she's cool. She's nice, but on the show, doesn't do anything for me.
Drew actually said Julie would fit in right now with the show. Not entertaining. Wow, Drew. Harsh words from Drew. Now that Killer Qualls got banned, people are furious. My phone is blowing up. I'm telling you. Like, now you got really banned. Well, we're working on it, Killer. We're working on it. We might need the CEO to come and fix that for you. But I also thought so. I think at 9 we're gonna take calls with Montante and John from Scranton. But I wanted to bring up Portnoy potentially buying Papaginos and Daver being the general manager. I would love that to happen. You know, Daver is giving the Minifan side deals. Like, he'd be a great. I think he's a diva, but he'd be a great general manager. Like, he'd have that place rocking, packed 7 days a week. Daver's the man for the job.
I will close Just Ducky and go work there as well. I have a pass with Papaginos. I work there myself. So I know Papaginos inside and out. I still frequent the one in Warren. We have huge gatherings there. Papaginos in Warren, the whole dining area is always open. We could easily have a show there.
Shout out Warren.
A Minifan event. Papaginos fucking rules. If David runs it, I'll gladly be his first mate anytime.
Wow, so you're saying you're willing to be Daver's like assistant GM?
Absolutely.
Assistant too.
Kevin can dress up in a Spider-Man outfit.
That's Spider-Man. Yes.
Entertain all the kids. The Spidey sense going off.
Wow. Do you think you might actually? Do you think David would hire you though? What if he says no? Maybe you could work like the weekends or something. Maybe it could be. Maybe he's like, you should probably be in the back making the pizzas or something. We don't need Joe front scaring the customers. You know?
I think David knows my strengths. I think he would do with me what he thought was right, and I would stand by that.
Are
Kevin,
you
you're not even at your own
Kevin?
shop this weekend, dude.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey, are you Portuguese, Kevin?
I'm half Portuguese, half Italian.
Well, you're fucking in, buddy. You're in.
I make the shitty's pizza if he wants it. Shitty's and Pepper's pizza.
Yeah, Spain's testicle.
That tweet too, I felt like was Dave just trying to get involved with like the Kirk fan base too. Like
I feel like
he's just trying to get in the mix a little bit.
You think? You think? I feel like it because he's from Boston. I guess Papaginos is a Boston thing, right?
Yeah,
Or
but if they don't tag Kirk in that tweet, he doesn't respond to it.
And what did he say though? I'm in.
It is dying out though. It's like Friendlies is dying too.
Yeah, they just closed a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it would cost nearly as much as Justin said. I think they could get one, at a good deal, and then do it all vintage inside. Have it all, Barstool KMS run. It'd be fucking. The thing would be banged out. You have to get reservations to go there.
They should just open up a fake one, like in the movie Coming to America, when they have McDowell's.
Right.
Paparinos.
Papaginos.
Papa Davos.
Yeah, but I would love seeing David there. That would be awesome. But I don't know what else do I have. Oh, Montante's pink eye. I wanted Montante to be on for this, but we could talk to him about it in a bit. But Montante's pink eye, man, he was on Mike and the Minifans or Me and the Minds the other day, and he looked rough, So I don't know. Kevin? You have any experience with pink eye? I know you're a big cream guy. The pink.
If a girl's on all fours and you eat her out, and the asshole is at your eyes when you're eating the box down below, that's a sure way to get pink eye. So that's what I think Montante did to get this. I know that he likes to eat box, and I think that his girl probably likes to be on all fours. From what I heard, from what he said to me, I don't know firsthand by any means, but from what he said to me, in our talks on the phone, that's what he said he does. So that's probably where he got it, and I can respect that. So nothing to be ashamed of. He got pink eye, eating a box and staring into the brown eye. Nothing wrong with that.
Otsella said they would build out. The build out would be 25 to 60K if they want to do Papaginos. So 69 might do it to you by Otsella. What do you guys think? Well, Johnny from Warren, pink eye. What do you have any?
I mean,
tips for
it's not just pink eye. It's double pink eye. I mean, he was in there. He was deep in there, man. His face was fucking buried. I tweeted it out, but like, it's the coincidence now is funny that he took the picture of the shit splatter everywhere. And now he's walking around with double pink eye. So keep an eye on that.
That's what I said today.
There's
no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. Yep.
All the talk about scat porn, he's doing some weird shit. He is.
Since Killer Kowalski is banned, he texted me his comments saying "cancel culture BA." So there we go. We got him.
Wow.
We got him there. So sorry.
Anti-glue.
Another network scandal. We can't go a week without it. So, yeah, Montante, man, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not the. Killer has been unblocked.
Has anyone here ever had pink eye? I've never had it.
I've never had it. I did my fair share of chow downs. I never got it. No one ever farted on my pillow enough, I guess.
I never got it. I've got like a sty before, but I never got pink eye.
John, you got it. How'd you get it, pal? Glass bottom boat?
That's what I'm thinking. It's the only thing that comes to mind. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Did you guys know Kirk was talking about taking Kate to see colleges, and she was going to, I think, Tennessee. If I guess the only guy here with kids besides me is John, and I'm an involved, maybe overly involved parent. If my kid went to Tennessee, it would fucking destroy me to ever go that far away. That's to me, it's something to watch your kid leave and go across the country.
I think there's something to be said for having an excuse to go somewhere too, though. Like I think about it that way. Built-in vacation, maybe.
Yeah, no, I just to take your kids somewhere so far away, and know this is where they're going to go, maybe for 4 years. It struck me as like, wow, it's. I mean, I think of all the things you believe or don't believe about Kirk, I think he's a really like in the mix, in the weeds dad. I
see a Julie tear appearing on your left eye right now.
In the arms of an angel.
My daughter's probably. I don't like. I guess sometimes I'll be happy she goes, but as of right now, it's like you're not going further than Boston and New York.
No, I'm not. I'm trying not to think about it. My kids are young.
You've got a lifetime.
I got a long time. Yeah.
The further away you send your kids, the more independent they become. I think.
I went all over the place. I agree. You're right.
I think you can't. You have to let your kids do.
Cut the cord.
There he is.
What do I have my own intro music?
Friends, we're taking calls. Got the calls lined up. We're taking calls. Drew Band said, "Menor's BA will never have a kid. He's married to the live streams." That is rude. That is very rude.
John Von Scranton.
Yeah. But
Kev, that was really
right?
brave of you. That was really brave of you, Kev, to say you stand with gay people.
It's
almost like you're one of them.
Play with them, whatever.
In this day and age,
my man.
That takes fucking balls, man.
He's like, Kev's like, you know what?
Give Coleman some support. Come on.
So fucking,
there you go.
Man,
you want to chase Coleman away? That's what we doing here.
You know what demo we haven't tapped into? The gays.
Oh, but I love how
Jesus.
The joke started hinting that Coleman was gay, and now it's just on episodes. Kirk's just like, Coleman, you're fucking gay.
I said the joke he had where he was just like, Coleman, will you just suck a dick for me, please?
Yeah, just do it.
I was sad I couldn't use my joke. I was waiting for Kirk to ask me about Milton's because I'm not from Massachusetts, so I had to come up with a mnemonic device and be like, it's funny you should ask Kirk because I get my Milton's from Miltons.com. And I had to learn a mnemonic device, and it's something Coleman loves, BBC. Brainbridge, Burlington, and Chestnut Hill, So.
You squeaked it out. And I'm wearing
what does that stand for?
Tommy John comfy pants right now. Amazing.
Kevin, keep that fucking thing away, pal. I do like that fender shirt.
Oh, actually, I do have breaking news. I finally got my Kirk Minahan sweater for Black Friday. So there we go.
Now we see if you get the second one.
Yeah. I might get the second one. Barstool's customer service is excellent. Their shipping is terrible. So now is Montante here or no? The Axe. I guess you would take him on, bring him on if he was here. But we're on to Menor's Live, hosted by BA. Montante's not here yet, but Montante is here. So
there he is.
Look at that.
Hey, looking a lot better. Looking a lot better.
Kid.
Mr. Pink Guy. So you
have enough people here? Or?
Yeah, so thank you guys, Kevin, John, Gig. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, now I feel terrible. I didn't know that was going to happen.
What an asshole.
Montante said there's too many people, so Axe, get rid of these fuckheads and let's take some calls.
Bye.
Michael Montante. But if you guys want to stay around, you can too. I don't really care. But so
I feel so welcome.
Yeah.
John,
no.
If I had to get rid of one John, it wouldn't be John from Warren. I'll tell you that.
Well, we have to. I know. We have to keep John for the calls. So are the calls live?
Well, do we?
Yes.
Mike.
Right.
Mike.
So
yeah.
see if they work.
Yeah, we do.
John,
you do have a caller.
John, back up off your mic. Stop deep throating that fucking thing.
John is the worst. John has the worst technical skills.
John, your mic's not a pack of menthols. It's yeah.
We have a call.
Yeah, 978.
978. Welcome to Menor's Live, hosted by BA.
Boys, it's on the jeweler. Can't thank you enough.
Wow.
Appreciate you all.
Holy shit!
I'll be breaking this down later. So 978. Okay. Yeah, it's in my down the jeweler file.
Thank you,
what
Don.
do you got, John?
All right, love you, Don.
That was it.
Good call.
The weird part is that probably wasn't him. No, I thought I had a beat on who it was, but I think think I was wrong on that one. So back to the drawing board.
Montante, what's your record on naming these guys?
Not good. I don't think I've got one right yet. No.
Yeah, you just throw shit out there. I like it though.
By the way, eyes are looking okay.
No, we're good. Believe it or not, turns out if you actually get medication from the doctor, it may work.
Oh, now they got Axe. The Axe is axing them.
Damn.
Well, there we go. The Axes are Menors. I guarantee Menors came in and said, "There's too many people for the calls," which is true because you
can't have more than this. Yeah, 520 is up.
520. Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by BA.
Thank you, BA. It's about time. Anybody know who this is?
Bio dude, are you excited for Bio dude? Are you excited for the Fawns Invitational, the PGA 2K23 stream selection Saturday on the Rundown on 420 show? Are you excited?
I am like shaking. I'm that excited. I'm sorry I missed your show tonight. I was dealing with personal issues, but I've been playing and practicing.
We know.
And box seat or dad. I don't want to go over anything that probably was already talked about. Other than to say that Gig, you did a great job today on the main show. And who else is on here?
They're all gone, asshole.
You're okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all gone
I
now.
can't see anything. Like I said. Ah, shit. That sucks. So who's on there right now?
Montante, BA, and John.
Get rid of Bio, dude. Someone said in the chat saying get rid of Bio, dude. That's sad.
Wow, they're
get rid of Bio, dude. Get rid of Bio, dude.
No,
this is Menors
you can hang up on me. You can hang up on me. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the invitational. I will be on 420 tomorrow for the grouping and drawing. Thank you guys for having me.
Can I? No. Stay on. Can I psychoanalyze you for a second? Have you recently? Have you recently weaned yourself? Good boy, John. Have you recently weaned yourself off of a medication?
No, I actually have doubled up lately.
Ricky Slicks asked, "How many people have you murdered?"
I have only accidentally killed one person.
Not funny. It's probably real. So true. All right, cut that from
Axe Killer's asking if we could turn down John's mic.
No, statute of limitations way gone. And I used to work in the OR. Like, it's not my fault. Like, I do what I have to do.
Oh yeah, so it really wasn't a joke. Okay.
This is so true.
Okay.
Wow. No, I'm not joking. I don't joke about anything. I have Asperger's, idiot.
No, it's fair. We should have. It is not good to joke about that.
All right, bye, dude. Right. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you on.
Appreciate it.
We have other calls, Bio. Right, you're not the only one.
We don't have other calls, Bio, dude. Oh, I'm never hanging up. Ever again.
Bio, dude. Keep it going.
No, the last time I called and you guys hung up on me, and then you begged for people to call for 45 minutes. I was absolutely bullshit after that. All right, I'll let you guys go.
No, right, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bio. Dude, I still remain your biggest supporter. Although you love me the next second, you hate me the next. It's tough to keep up with, but I'm here for you. You know that.
I will never hang up on Bio Dude again. He could hang up his own calls going forward. I'm not fucking fighting that.
He commented. Anymore. Someone commented a picture. It was very funny. It was like a Jerry Callahan show after work lunch, and the guy kind of looked like Craig. The guy really looked a lot like me. And Bio Dude, like, not joking, it was like, Montante, no wonder you're so fat. Like, get smaller portions or something. And to this day, he still thinks, like, he is out of his fucking mind. But when he got kicked off the other day, who texted him, said, "Hey, I'm here for you." That was bullshit. I thought it'd be a funny back and forth real quick. I didn't know it would go on for 30 texts. I was wrong. I read it wrong. But I'm a Bio Dude guy. Through and through.
Menors is right. Call in 844-906. 3800. 3800. Montante, what did you think about Steve from Gloucester? We talked about it a little bit today, but Steve from Gloucester is our guy. Like I'm part of I think we're Steve's capos. Like he reaches out to us. I think he copy and pastes a few messages to.
No, we ran that little inquiry the other day and found out that he definitely is just copy and pasting shit to us. When my phone vibrates and I look down, I see it's him. I'm either in the mood to deal with him or not. There's no between. Like today, I look down. I just got done dealing with shit for work. I look down. I see Steve from Gloucester like 3:00 in the afternoon. I was like, we're not doing this. Like, but then he'll like send like a feeler text like an hour later. I like him a lot. Menor's uncomfortable watch bullied him. It was not right. But he doesn't have the thick skin for. I don't know. It's tough to explain, and I like him a lot, and I think he is great on the show. But when he leaves the studio, he tries to do too much. I don't know. It's tough.
He's good on the show. I do like him on the show, but yeah, not Bio, dude. Steve from Gloucester is going through something. I think he's going through something right now.
I love, and it was funny that great call by what's his name to call him out on that. He was trying to play the victim card, like he was getting bullied. Like, I don't curse. I don't curse. It's like, no, Gussie bullshit. Like then 10 minutes after he says he doesn't curse, he cursed like 3 times in a row. I don't know. It was a weird play from him. If I were him, I would just abort the whole thing. But
Montante, how does Suburban Tug Time get onto your call tree?
Has to happen organically. You can't force it.
Welcome, Mr. CEO Menors. How you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm a bit crook. I don't know how, but I didn't really bully Steve. I mean, he started this. He went on.
No, you bullied the hell out of him. Take that as a badge. That's a badge for you. I mean, you got what you wanted.
I mean, I just think he deserved it. So.
But there was no planet in which he would go on there and be combative with you. Yeah, I know, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, someone had to expose that.
Yeah, he's like a kid with autism or Down syndrome shooting on the wrong basket. Like, yeah, he is no.
Montante,
let him play.
Montante, you're crazy. Montante, you're crazy like me. If someone went on KMS and said, "I'm going to go at Montante next," you'd be like, "Fuck him too."
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, "That's 1v1," but that's annoying. Go about my day.
Well, no, he reached out to me and wanted to talk privately, and I just said to him, "We'll do it on the network." That's it. I think
it was right.
At any point, did you feel bad? Did you hold back at all?
Did I feel bad? Not really. No.
But don't you think you
not for a second.
Don't you think you saying to Steve like, "Oh, just stop doing the show" or whatever? Don't you think like it's nice that Steve does a show? He gets put on the main show. Like it's good for the network. I think. What did you feel? Did you think maybe that was too far? You crossed the line there.
But by the end of the conversation, we got to the right place. So
that's true.
How much have they reached out to you on the side since then?
No, but I reached out to him today and said, "I'm looking forward to your show being submitted to the network, and we move forward now." I mean, I don't hold grudges.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
617, you're out.
Oh, 617. Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by BA.
Oh. Hey, how we doing, boys? Menors.
Good. How are you?
Did you have you been bullying people like that all your life, or is Steve a new, I guess, victim to you?
How effective do you think it would be with my size bullying people like that? So just think about the question. I'd probably be dead by now if I did that on a daily basis.
There's some people, regardless of size, that you can just push around.
You can run your mouth with the best of them.
I actually agree with this caller 100%.
No?
If you're from a distance, you don't get the dynamic of it, but if you get both people, you understand why it's happening.
Yeah, are you saying
like you could bully you could
doesn't happen?
No, I'm saying in real life.
Well,
like, they were in high school back in the day.
I love the bit going back and I thought the bit going back and forth was funny. It was more funny that Steve like rolled over and let you like stuff him in a locker.
Yeah,
his one good clip back was when he was like, "Well, if we both look in the mirror, like I looks better looking back at me or whatever." That made me laugh. That was a good one. That was he had a little fight.
GB has a good comment. He said, "Menor's body, the 7-foot dude." So that was the best clip. I'm the CEO, motherfucker.
And can I just say on that, BA, the 7-foot dude reached out to me afterwards. He loved that. Like there, he there is some masochism involved with this. People like being tortured a little bit.
651.
651. Welcome to Menors Live. Hosted
I know
by
you're.
PA.
Hey, Menors.
Yeah.
Menors, I know you're busy. My question for you is: did you think about joining the podcast, producing it with Portnoy and Kirk? Did you think about it?
Good question.
Unfortunately, Better Work Days has got me pretty busy, sort of 9 to 5. So I don't know if I could fit it in.
Do you produce Better Work Days? Sorry, go ahead, caller.
Was it discussed? Like, did Kirk reach out, or like, what was? Break it down.
Yeah. Kirk reached out to me and said Portnoy has seen something in you, and he wants you to produce the show and maybe be a fourth voice. But we just couldn't make it work with the time difference, unfortunately. So.
Wow.
Matters. That really was.
That's disappointing because
Someone
go ahead, Mike.
No, I just pulled the John from Scranton. For that, I apologize. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut up, John. No, I just wanted to say. Well, yeah, it might have been. I just want to say, completely unrelated to anything. I follow Menors on Instagram. Like, so I've heard some of his calls, and I appreciate his work. That call, I heard it for the first time live on the show, was unbelievable, and I'm surprised it didn't make its way to like Sports Center, because they always play weird clips from around the globe like that.
I was
10 out of 10.
Tempted
10
to
out of
say,
10.
I swear to God, I was tempted to I don't know who the people are that send these to those
Neither
companies, but if Sports Center got that, they would have fucking put that up. They would have had to. It hit a guy.
By the way, you set it up perfectly, man.
The best.
Unbelievable.
Hold on. Go ahead.
The best. The best was
a little longer.
Sorry, the best part was at the end.
The
He's
insurance.
Like, I hope.
I hope again. Let's say it again.
Yeah.
I've said it 50 times now.
I've said it 50 times, but people keep cutting it off before that part.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that.
Montante didn't hear when he called me today. When me and Montante had a talk today, and I said, "Did you hear the last part about the insurance?"
Someone did DM me today asking for the full clip, so I'd assume.
Yeah.
Do you think Menors, is that your best work? You think best 15 20-second clip? To date?
Yeah, probably. But the one thing that was missed out on was that wasn't done 2 nights ago. You guys were watching the play-by-play of Coleman and his mate. So I sent the video to John to compare them. Yes. And then, but he saw the message late. So it was actually a couple of years ago. And at the time, it got a few million views, whoever posted it.
Massive. Unbelievable call. Massive.
That's awesome.
860.
860, welcome to Menors Live, hosted by BA.
That'll always make me laugh. So stupid.
It does. It makes me. Oh, hold on. My bad. 860.
Volume would help.
Sorry. Let's go ahead.
Hi, guys.
No problem.
Can you hear me?
Hey. Yep. Yeah.
Hi. I have a quick question, but before that, just wanted to say thanks to you guys for obviously creating other content, and especially Menors for all the work he does on the network.
Thank you.
People like to be critics, but fact of the matter is, there's a lot of people out there that love the show and want even.
This is somebody. This is somebody.
Of course, it's somebody.
Menors is putting a lot of stuff on the network. So my question is, do you guys, Kirk, I think mentioned today that the Portland show is still not sold out. Do you think that means there's not going to be a pay-per-view, which he had, in the past said he might do for all these live events?
Who is?
What did Julie tell you, Montante? Did Julie give you some info?
Menors, good job. No, by the way, we got to clear the air on that.
Yeah, I'm funny.
Who is the? Every once in a while, you'll crack one. That was somebody. Nobody.
Who cares? Who cares who it is?
Me. I want to get one right. I want to get. It's not.
You're addicted. You want to. You're Montante's so jealous of Mayo outing Jerry's uncle.
No, I'm glad. I got. Yeah.
You were on screen for that. 860's question was
okay. I can do the you idiot part. I knew it was somebody.
I feel like the ticket sales shouldn't deter. If anything, if there's a little bit less ticket sales, they should do it on pay-per-view, because probably that weekend, just because of the weekend itself, it's tough. So might as well put it on pay-per-view if you can. They probably will get more people buying that don't go right?
Even if they just did one camera on the stage,
yeah,
people would pay a few bucks for it. Even if you missed him, Kirk, running around, they wouldn't have to go full production with it. People would pay just for and then you can say, well, if you're in the place, you're actually getting a much better experience. So it's an easy
I got murdered for. Oh yeah, let me get back to the second. I got murdered for saying,
$59.99.
Make the pay-per-view more expensive than the actual ticket.
Exactly what I was going to bring up.
I got killed for it.
I think you make it for like $5 or something.
Well, no, if the biggest thing is you want people to go there, you want to punish them for not going, then make it more fucking expensive. I got news for you. More people will buy than you think.
Do you think like the Minifan? Do you think I feel like the Minifans or whatever? Like for me,
Menors is stuffing his fat face. That is disgusting.
Menors is sick, but it like for me, like I know Freddie Lynn said no pay-per-view exclusivity means something.
Like
but if they can make some extra money off the show or whatever, like I think it is a business too at the end of the day. So I think you should support that, right? And and Ricky Six is right. No one's paying $60, you know.
No,
like,
what I'm saying is if you are concerned about whoring it out to pay-per-view and blah blah blah, and you want to treat people like if that's your main concern, then who cares if nobody buys it because you want to take care of the people there. And I got news for you: more than nobody would buy it. More people than you think would buy it.
But if you're gonna do it, like it probably costs money to do it, and then to put it for $60, it's kind of it seems.
I bet you 1,000 people would buy it at $60.
I don't know. That seems.
I would.
I think you put it at that.
I would.
I guess maybe 1,000.
Maybe 250, 500. You'll turn a profit on it. Is all I'm saying.
Someone would buy it.
There's my girl, hey, how are you, Erica? She said $20 tops for a pay-per-view.
I would put it at that nice sultry price of $9.99, and that's just the most attractive price out there, and you get people to buy it.
And then do what you did last time: guilt people into buying it more than once.
Yeah,
that was
if big spender Justin Durandis can buy it 6 times.
475.
Show up.
If you actually think about it, you have like I know they're kind of like a dying breed now, but like big like Klitschko fights or whoever, like big boxing matches or fight. What is a boxing? Is it a boxing match?
Boxing match.
Yeah, big box. Like you'll get $50-$60 a pay-per-view. Bring that back.
I'm saying maybe Montante's right.
Montante, have you ever thought about doing a Montante's World Live?
No.
Montante, you want to do it? If you want to do Thursday night when I come by, we could do a meeting.
Oh yeah, something. By the way, that was a very funny. So Alex knows me like well. Like I left. I tried to sneak out to try to get a Red Bull. Real quick. 7-Eleven's like 10 feet away, and she texted me like Gatorade because I was like, all right, whatever. And then 10 seconds later, she's like, "Yeah, B.A. Wood, Jonathan Warren Wood." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Because she was taking a bath. I was like, what? I was like, why is she saying this? I walk in 2 minutes later. You guys already ready on the show, and she just snuck out and was looking. I was watching it live on YouTube. That was very funny to see.
Ooh,
I was kind of annoyed that she said she wouldn't Kevin Bristol. I don't know why. That says a lot about me. I was like, really? Are you sure? I was like, I will.
475.
Wow. 475. Welcome to Manor's Live.
Yeah, she was like, I can't wait to meet BA. Said he'll be sleeping here in 2 months.
Oh wow.
Maybe I'll stay on the couch that night.
Yeah, lucky door, BA.
Nice.
His dick won't get hard, but you guys could do whatever.
Anomaly. That was an anomaly. That was an anomaly.
475. You could finally talk.
She'd be used to that anyway.
Please let this man speak. He asked for callers.
475. Welcome to Manor's Live, hosted by BA.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess my point is, you guys think that Kirk would actually charge $60? This is the guy that didn't want to charge Minifans?
It's ludicrous.
I don't think so. I don't think he would. Montante is the one.
Yeah, it was just an idea. I knew we get picked up, but if you really feel bad about gypping people out, if they making the pay-per-view too cheap, okay, there's a solution.
Hey, you're just trying to make money. You can't. It's not a flaw.
No, I think put it for like $5, $6.
No. I think a sweet number, like really, if you want to be like, I think $29.99.
Yeah, you have to have.
I think the opposite. Put it for like $4.99 and say buy it.
That's silly. That's silly.
If you do something like $4.99 though, Kirk can do that. Buy it as many times though. So
That's what I'm
basically, you're
saying.
putting
Do
it
it
at
like
low
that.
priced so that
Well,
you can actually
put that gimmick to the side and just put it out there. Buy it once,
Yeah,
$29.99. That would get 25 to 4,000 buys.
Yeah,
Easy.
475. You got anything?
There
else?
you go, Rob Christie. That was a coincidental, but yes.
Same as R&R.
475.
We just philosophically disagree on this one.
Yeah. I'm still here. I just thought the $60 was insane.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. And this conversation's kind of insanely boring. So anyway.
Oh my god.
All right. See you, buddy. Do we have another call?
All right.
Nothing right now. We had one, but he hung up.
Menor's
404.
bullying
It's
people.
hard. It's hard in this in our crew to get people. To
Can
stop.
I clear the air on something real quick?
Oh,
Not
it's a good question.
yeah.
What Beanbag Wrong said, Mike, what did you and Julie talk about for 16 minutes?
So when Kirk called me, he called me about hiring Justin, and it was like I knew for like an hour before they posted the video, or whatever, so it wasn't a big deal. And he's like, "Hey, I'm hiring Justin."
How many
I was like,
people
"Yeah."
did you tell in that hour? How many people did you tell?
Not a
Why
soul.
you didn't tell me?
Not even. What the worst part is, Nick
was a test.
texted me like 5 minutes later after I knew, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send this message to Kirk like as our pitch," and I was like, I couldn't be like, "No, don't." I was like, "All right, man, like looks good to me. Send it." So no, I didn't tell a soul, but yeah, he was classy. He said, "Give me your number, I'll call and explain it." He's like, "I'm hiring Justin." I was like, I totally get it. And then he threw out the idea of like, "Hey, maybe we could do a side private show where some of the proceeds go to giving you some side cash to be a side role." And then I said verbatim, what's wild about that is I've actually thought about this before, where I reach out to Julie and we coordinate something because we live like near us. It'll be a local location for us. You don't have to deal with any of it. We'll handle all that, blah, blah, blah. So I think he's like, okay. He's like, yeah, it's interesting. So then like 3 days later, he does the show and he like goes into it and he's like, yeah, fucking Montante's been working with Julie about this. I didn't know anything about that. And I was like, okay. So like he misheard me, which is a very easy thing to mishear. So I called Julie yesterday. I was like, just so we're clear, it's like, you understand? Because I called her that day. I was like, I explained the difference. She got it. And I was like, do you understand what I was saying? And you were just yesing me. She's like, no, I get it. Like Kirk misunderstood. It's like, not a big deal. And then today she's got absolutely bullied by Kirk. Just manhandled.
She definitely cried. She was like,
I heard it.
There were tears.
No. But she got as close to crying without crying as you could. She was right there.
Her voice was
I think she's kind of in a pretzel though, because Kirk is kind of fucking with her. Because she's like, before he was sort of
but all it takes is stepping away from that, Menor. You're right, but then again, you're looking at it from a rose-colored lens because, like, any one of us that could happen to, and your advice to them would be step away from it and look at it from.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying, at one point she was too good for the network. Then she goes on to the network, and now Kirk's upset because she's done shows and said things, and now he wants to get rid of her, and she's not going to help anymore.
If I'm Julie, do you think why can't these two worlds coexist? Why can't I go on shows and whatnot and then do that for you? And it's funny because
I just think, but it's because how she did it. Like she was texting Kirk, being like, "Oh, I'm not on the. I got bumped on the show. Can you do something about it?"
What I don't like is when people think like they're like it's. I've been in this world for forever trying to get a peek behind the curtain, and when people act like they have that peek behind the curtain, though, like I think that's what Kirk hates about that is that acting like they're part of the show, kind of.
I also think the dotting the T's, crossing the I's. Like I said this earlier, it's over. It's over. They have the man for the job, Justin Trudell.
8-6.
I do think something you said, BA, from a while ago. Joe's done such a good job on the network. She's kind of showing up Julie a little bit.
Yes.
So Kirk's got that, can put them side by side and go, well, look at what the Axe is doing. Julie's going on babbling on shows on the network.
I like.
Also, I would say
solid.
Axe is better.
I would say to Julie, and I haven't said this on the side because we don't really. She never really talks about like whatever her side role is. Like even with Kirk, like the thing he always says to me, like he always says I could do sales. Then like on the show today, like I don't trust him with that. I won't give him any information. It's like, well, if you want me to do sales, I might need a little information, pal. Right? So I'm actually, I'm on the. I'll have a big ad deal done by the third week of February without knowing anything essentially.
So Montante, I'm not going to get you to spill the beans. Shut up there. Do you know how many people listen to a KMS episode?
I know how many listen to Jerry, and I would mentally times that by 3 or 4.
I say 45,000 people an episode.
I think it goes like 50 to 100.
But how can you then sell it if
I
you
couldn't.
don't know those
I really I really can't. But there are plenty of Minifans who are in high places who reach out to Justin, reach out to me, right? If the kid asks me who wants to advertise a show, hey, just so I can tell my boss how many people listen to a show, I would go, I don't know, probably a lot. I don't have the number for you.
Couldn't you say like, couldn't you then liaise with Coleman and be like, hey, Coleman could give you the numbers kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would have reached. Yeah, if I reached out to Kirk, hey, give me some numbers. He'd probably say reach. I agree with that. He would probably say, hey, reach out to Coleman or something. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're making you work for something you're not like. They basically want you to put something on the table in front of them, but there's work that goes behind that. Yeah, you want something on the table before you bring something to the table, basically.
Yeah, but practically you can't sell something without knowing the figures.
No, it has to be. It has to be super niche where someone already knows the brand and knows the product and wants to be there. I can't approach somebody. So yeah, this is a super niche thing where the guy already knows the show, likes the show, is in a power position, and wants to put himself on the show. Without that, I can't turn a cold prospect warm without knowing anything. This one approached me with it. So,
you said we had a call, John?
Yeah, 860.
860. Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by BA.
Thank you, BA.
Thank you, John.
Hey guys, question: is the KMS network in Montante's world, will they ever be available on Rumble?
Oh, good question, CEO. I think that's for you.
So we've actually got a placeholder on Rumble. There is a Kirk Minahan network page, but it's very complicated to stream there. So the strategy at the moment will be to stick on YouTube, but there is a possibility that as KMS's relationship with Rumble grows, so does the networks.
Wow,
good question.
So, some of my episodes are already on Rumble when I do the conspiracy ones. What's the name has a Rumble page? I just throw a link in there.
Anything else, 860?
No, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.
Great
question. I mean, I think Rumble still has a way to go. Like the experience on YouTube is probably still better, and therefore, yeah.
But I think what the difference is Rumble, like on YouTube, on Rumble, there's not a lot of stuff on it. So like your thing is one of the few number of things on there. Whereas YouTube,
I also don't fully agree with what Menor said. Like if you just came down to this planet for the first time and we're looking at these two platforms, they're pretty much a carbon copy of each other. I mean, obviously Rumble copied YouTube. Nothing really stands out that much anymore.
The value of Rumble is the fact that like YouTube is the main place, and exactly like BA said, it's like you're a bigger fish in a smaller pond there. That's why Kirk's show's getting the views like it does on there, or they're just completely jacked. Which could
it's just very hard to know because you need to know how long the views are for. Like YouTube, it's maybe 30 seconds or a minute. Like that's all someone has to watch for it.
All it is on Rumble is 1 second.
Yeah, Rumble, you can think that's more the amount of people scrolling past it, right? Exactly. Whereas, but on YouTube, not that many. I guarantee there's not that many people scrolling past it because YouTube, you kind of look at what
you have to search it. You have to find it. You have to
find it. Yeah, exactly.
And it just being on the main page. So the second anyone goes to Rumble for any video, if they hit that home page and it's there, 1 second is played, boom, that's a view.
Yeah, so you can tell
that's going to count. That, and every company is different how they do that, but I don't know why they hold back. No callers right now.
Wow. We should put on Rumble if you can. I don't know. I guess you have to think about how you link it, right? I don't know how if it's YouTube and all this Twitter and stuff so easy to link. You just link your account.
Yeah,
so
StreamYard. Like Rumble is in available through StreamYard. So like how we do shows on the network, we multi-stream it to places. So
thanks for explaining that, John.
Yeah.
Well, we had a caller about it, idiot. So of course
I sensitive.
Oh my God.
John's been sensitive. John,
I'm on your side there. That's a great move.
That's insane. He's such a little shit. I hate.
He knows that too. Look at him.
But John's been very sensitive since his terrible performance on Mount Kirk.
We spoke about this today. I at first I was on with you guys last week and you guys teased it because I guess it was after like 8 hours. By the time I came on, I was like, "There's no way that they're bullshitting it." Like, no way. I played it. It was worse than you. You guys undersold it. People were literally in the middle. Like, by the way, in this draft, you're doing it again. In this draft, were you back to back? Like, were you like the back-to-back picks, like you'd be last and go back, like you'd run back.
No, but the kid I talked over. So okay, can I explain this?
There is no defense. There's no defending this.
No, there is no. Like I want to reach out to that Bob kid and literally apologize for it. But
he's dead. He killed himself.
I know. It's damn
good guy too.
It's like,
he's a very good guy.
Yeah, well, nice guy.
What happens is on that show sometimes, and I told Menors this, it's like someone will take a pick and no one then says anything, and just inside of me,
because you were talking the whole time.
That's fair. It's fair. That's fair.
Like you didn't give someone a second. Like you were.
I know.
I think it was Fuss or the kid Bob. It was in the middle of explaining it. And there was actually a decent little back and forth explaining the pick, and you just you cut him off, and then just you didn't cut him off to talk about his pick. You just went right to yours. I was like, did my thing glitch?
It was a point where like this guy's like halfway through his pick, and John starts playing audio of his pick and says, "Can you guys hear this?
Yeah,
I'm using it for my pick," and then just went on his pick. It was Bob's
bad. So I received probably between 5 and 10 DMs from people about that appearance.
Oh, me too.
And second one was I feel sorry for Bob because he got run over by John, and then there was the other Bob on the main show,
Bobby Costa.
Yeah, so Bob from down south completely ignored
formal apology about
big. Actually, people forget that Bob and McFustaddy were the two first people I met in Gritty's.
Really, that's cool. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are different. Those are different BA days.
Those are
two different people.
Yes.
That was a good time. Actually, no. When I met them, I don't know. Well, I was But
any more calls, Johnny Boy?
You got to where you were going pretty quick.
Yeah.
Any more calls? Sorry.
Nothing right now. Nope.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah. Any final words, Mr. CEO?
Nope.
No, Montante.
I was hoping for something out of Menor so I could comment to it. I didn't know it was gonna.
Montante. I didn't ask you guys about the Barstool Radio thing, but I guess you're probably excited as well.
Yeah. No, it is a good call. Good call to not call Barstool Radio because only once a week is bullshit.
Oh, your audio is terrible. It's
amazing
terrible.
Terrible. Thank you, John Scranton. Thank you, Montante. Thank you.
They hit a car.
Hit a car.
All right, have a good day, everyone.
I have cancer. I have cancer.
Another tough day at work today. Stephen Kirk, think I suck. Throw back a few wobbly pops, feeling down on my luck. And the interns ruin every show. But it's still where we want to go. It's Mike and the Minifans. 'Cause nobody had any better plans. You want to be with DC and our aim in a hand. The host can't see it's Mike and the Minifans.